Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. I thought I would film you this because something has happened to me in the past few months and I want to share the story for everyone who is interested in it or went through the same or anything like that, so I hope you will find it useful. I got diagnosed with endometriosis and I had the surgery done, and since the surgery I'm fine. But let's start with what is endometriosis. It's all for my ladies, so guys, if you are watching, stop right here, turn back, run back and don't watch this video because maybe you will freak out, but if you feel like you can relate to the topic, then carry on. So understanding endometriosis, I googled it, and endometriosisuk.org tells me what it is, because to be honest, the doctor did explain it to me, but you know, when you get diagnosed with something, you are just out of the zone. So it's basically the name to the condition where cells like the ones in the lining of the womb are found elsewhere in the body. Each month, these cells react in the same way to those in the womb, building up and then breaking down and bleeding. Unlike the cells in the womb that leave the body as a period, this blood has no way to escape, so it's gonna create this blood-filled cyst. It is a chronic condition that causes painful or heavy periods. It may also lead to infertility, fatigue, and bowel and bladder problems. Around 1.5 million women in the UK are currently living with the condition. That's the official description, and as I just said, the doctor explained it to me. Basically, these cells have their own period, but the blood cannot exit. So it's gonna create this cyst with water and blood inside. In my case, let's talk about my case now. This year, March, 2016 March, I remember the day very well because it was a very happy and important day for me. I had a makeup job, I did a makeup on a bride and the moms as well, and it was a big day out in London, so I took all my stuff, I went there, I did the two moms first and then I went to the brides. And as I was doing the bride's makeup, I felt like, okay, my period is starting, which is fine, normal. I never experienced really big pain or anything, you know, normal period pain. Suddenly I had this painful, really bad cramp feeling, as well as like a pushing feeling from the inside out. With shaking hands, I finished the makeup, but I hardly could walk. All I was focused on is that I need to leave this place because I don't want to ruin anyone's day by, like, maybe they worry about me or anything. So I just left and I was crying. It was so painful. Like, this pain I can't even describe very well, but yeah, as I said, it's unusual. It's not the normal period pain. So crying, I went to a pharmacy and I told them what I was experiencing. They gave me a really strong painkiller, and then I had to take the train back home. After the painkiller, it was a bit better, and to be honest, after about the first 40-45 minutes, it was better. My boyfriend was really concerned, but you know, the pain was going away, so I just thought, it's fine, it's over. Well, I have to say, this sort of pain repeated itself in the following months, always around my period, sometimes before, sometimes on the first day, but sometimes even after. So it wasn't like, you know, you knew the certain day when it would come, the pain. So first I just thought, okay, maybe some hormonal changes, maybe, you know, it's gonna pass, because sometimes there would be a month when I didn't have any pain, then the next month I would have twice or three times. Sometimes not as bad, sometimes some painkiller would help, sometimes it wouldn't really. So, you know, when you know something is wrong but you are just scared to go to the doctor, so that's how I felt. In July, I did go to my GP. I saw a doctor, and I told her the symptoms I was experiencing. She suspected something totally different. She told me probably I hurt my coccyx, because I had like pain around my bum but in the inside. So she said it should pass by itself. So, and because at the time she told me, I also used to go to a PT, and you know when you do those crunches and they hurt around your bum. So I thought, oh yeah, actually it might be true. In August, I again had a really bad experience with the pain. It was worse than ever, so I had to go to A&E, where the doctor told me that she asked me first of all if I googled my symptoms, and I said no, I didn't, because I get really scared about these illnesses, so I didn't want to scare myself. She said I did it well, because you know my symptoms were showing it could be ovarian cancer, it could be a cyst, it could be many things. So she took some special blood test. She said it would rule out ovarian cancer. She did the blood test, but the next day I went back. She told me to go back to the GP because I need maybe an ultrasound, further investigation. So I saw this other doctor at the same GP, and I have to say she basically saved me, because she was amazing. As soon as I told her the symptoms, she agreed with the A&E doctor that it has to be something inside. It's not something, you know, I hurt my coccyx or anything like that. Blood result was showing that something is wrong. So she was really like, how would you say? She was really firm, and she told me there is no time to waste. We have to act quick to see what it is. So at this point, as you can imagine, I was like really scared. I thought maybe I have cancer, I don't know, I'm so young, you know, it's like you just don't know what's going on. Then she signed me off work as well, because she said like for a few days you need to stay home until we know what it is, and so on. Then I had ultrasound where they saw that there is this sort of cyst going on. And then she sent me also to a specialist who did an ultrasound from the inside. She agreed that it's probably endometriosis. Hopefully it's nothing cancerous. She said she doesn't see any abnormalities, but obviously when they take out the endometriosis, they do a biopsy, and that's when they can tell if there is any cancer cells in there, which they did for me, and there wasn't, so it was endometriosis 100%. The specialist told me you have two options: to get operation or you don't. If you don't, you have to live with this pain all your life. If you do, then hopefully the pain will be gone. This condition can come back anytime. This is unfortunately nothing you can control as yourself, but the chances are that, you know, even if it comes back, it's gonna be smaller, it doesn't cause any pain, and so on. I had the surgery done. The surgery was quick, very fast. I went in the morning, came out in the afternoon. It was keyhole surgery, so 3 small cuts. They put basically a camera inside your belly button, and they pump some gas in your belly, so it becomes big and they can see better. I don't know what happened in there, because obviously I got general anesthetics, so it's so surreal that you are fine, completely fine, you get this anesthetics, and the next thing you know is that you wake up and all sorts of things happen to you. It's so surreal. But anyways, I have to say that, you know, here NHS does not have a great reputation, but to me in Crawley Hospital everything went perfect. My doctors, my nurses were amazing. After the surgery I needed someone to take care of me for a few days, so my sister came, and she was a really good nurse. I'm really grateful to her. My boyfriend was there, very supportive. And so after the few days initials, I was with him, and he was very, taking care of me and supportive throughout the whole process. So yeah, luckily it's a happy ending story. Everything is fine now. I tell all my girls out there who are experiencing any sort of unusuality. You don't have your period is irregular, or you have these strange pains, which is not the usual period pains, because I know some girls have it worse, some others have it better without much pain or anything, but you will know when something is not normal. Like, I knew it straight away, but I just ignored it, and I tried to, think, oh, it's gonna pass. It didn't. So please go and investigate it with your doctor. If they tell you something but you keep having the symptoms, go back again and again. Don't feel ashamed about it. Don't feel like, oh, they will think that you are hypochondriac, because I am a bit hypo about illnesses, and sometimes it can save your life or yourself or anything. So I'd rather be a bit more concerned than just not care at all. So yeah, that was my story. I hope whoever can take something from it will take it, and see you in the next one. Bye!